Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brad again. I wanted to talk about a few things specifically on how to deal with your gains, how to deal with your emotions and losses, and how to stay in the game. That's the most important. Remember that. Staying in the game. Because why do 97% fail or 95% fail and 5% succeed? It's because 95% of us, when things get hard and we face adversity, we quit. That's just it. We quit when it gets hard. We quit when we take a couple of losses. We quit when we have a bad year. We quit when we have a bad month. We quit when it gets hard, right? So it's just like, how can you stay in the game and keep yourself going, keep the ball rolling, keep that snowball effect growing, and maintaining the losses and proportioning the gains so you can do well long term, because everything's long term. All your losses come with a checklist. All your gains come with a checklist. That checklist is experiences that you have to go through. So imagine this. Imagine this is a piece of paper that have your good experiences and your bad experiences, and there's a million things here and a million things there. Guess what? Sometimes it's gonna take you $100 to learn that experience on the loss side. Sometimes it's gonna take you $500 to learn it on the gain side. Let's say you take a gain of $500, you get to check that off and be like, okay, that's I learned this or I learned that. I learned how to position myself in a trade and come out with that type of profit. Let's say, or trade at this type of day, or have this type of mindset. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's gonna take us this loss of $100, $200, or $50 to come to the conclusion, okay, I shouldn't be averaging down. Okay, I shouldn't be trading in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Like, these are just specific things to me, you know? Like, I realized a lot of the time people are usually buying in the morning and they're selling up on the gap ups and stuff like that, and there's like continuations around like 10 o'clock to 11:30, and around 12 to 1 sometimes you get those run-ups half day and they break high of day, but then you have a lot of those stocks that just sell off. They just sell off to the end of the day, and sometimes you get that power hour from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So that's just specifically to me. But yeah, like, sometimes it gets hard and we have to maintain ourselves to stay in the game. How can you do that? The way I deal with it is, every time I take a loss, let's say I take a loss of $100 or take a loss of $50, I'm gonna pick up a book and I'm gonna start reading it, or I'm gonna take a loss and I'm gonna go to work, or I'm gonna take a loss and I'm gonna start studying for school or whatever it is, or I'm gonna take a loss and start studying the market like crazy. You know what I mean? Take that bad experience and turn it into a good one. You know what I mean? Figure out what you did wrong and get yourself out of that state where you're starting to doubt yourself and you're starting to second guess everything. Because once you start doing that, it starts to grow bigger and grow bigger and grow bigger over time. You start to stand a little bit further away from your dreams and your goals, and one day it disappears. That's what happens. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us are inspired, a lot of us are motivated, and sometimes 3 months into it, you end up quitting because you take a $500 loss. And that's ridiculous, because you're so fired up in the beginning, but reality hits you and it's like, nothing is easy. And a lot of us think it's easy, but it's not. Nothing's easy in our life. There's so much competition in 2018, 2017. It's ridiculous. The only way you're going to get to where you want to be is generate more value inside you to provide more value to the marketplace so they can pay you accordingly. The marketplace is a stock market. The marketplace is jobs. The marketplace is in business. The marketplace is customers and all this kind of stuff. Value to your relationship. You're never going to get something out of your relationship if you put value into it. The only way that your relationship can be good is if you like yourself, if you love yourself. Your partner can't love you if you don't love yourself. You know, you gotta have that strong mindset. Like, whenever things get hard, you can overcome it. Overcome it with knowledge. Overcome it with adding more value. Don't get discouraged. Yeah, okay, take 30 minutes to think about what the hell's going on, but overall, add value to that loss and think about how I can counteract that and how I can turn that loss into a gain. Because usually the hardest points in our life are the best points in our life, right? So sometimes like I have a great day and it's awesome, good and gravy, and the next day it's like, what the hell just happened? I feel like I'm freaking bipolar. I think I'm crazy. Like I feel like trading makes you a little bit crazy. So, you know what I mean? Just take it day by day. It's just like, don't look at the short term, look at the long term and work with that. Look at the long term picture, right? Yeah, sure, we're 20, let's say we're 20, 21, 30, 31, 40, 41, and we're trading or whatever we're doing, and things get hard. Look at the long-term picture. We can sit here on our computer and we can trade. It's not a big problem. Literally, you can have your legs cut off and you can trade. I don't want like anyone to like I don't want to say anything about that, but I'm just saying like you can trade under any circumstance unless you're emotionally messed up in your head. And that's what comes with pouring positive information through your mind, filtering the mind, filtering the glass, because sometimes that water gets dirty and you have to throw it out and put some clean water, or you have to add some different ingredients to clear it up. And the ingredients is audios, the ingredients is books, the ingredients is information on the internet that's positively impacting your mind. So your circumstances have to be basically in sync with your goals. So let's say you want to be a business person and you're trying to run your clothing company, or you're trying to run your you're trying to sell toothpaste, or you're trying to be a trader. You need your environment to be in sync with those goals. So every day that you wake up, you think about that. You don't have to be there to think about it. You wake up and you're in it, right? So it's just like, one thing I specifically like is like, I'm a trader, so I like to have a lot of things that are looking at living financially free, right? So like I have like this picture of the city back there that kind of reminds me like I have control of my life, and the only way I can get control of the city is becoming the best version of myself. I have my computer set up, I have my microphone, I have everything set up because I know that it's reflecting the way I'm thinking about everything. And the way I can impact me the most about it is having all that stuff set up nice and clean, have a nice whiteboard back there, and have a nice desk, make sure everything's nice and clean. And that's really what it's all about, you know, like your environment has to be in sync with your goals and your dreams, or you're very disorganized. You're going to have a lot of bad energy going through your body, and you're going to make a lot of bad decisions and all these kind of things, right? You want everything to be on point. If something's in the back of your mind, your closet's messy, or like you see like that bowl right there, I put it there yesterday and I didn't pick it up. You know, like that's just those things that really do impact you without thinking about it. It's the small disciplines that are more important. You can't handle the big ones. You can't run the business. You can't make the money if you can't even brush your teeth, or you can't even make your bed, or you can't do these things. Yeah, sometimes you can't do those things, but overall on the bigger picture, like, are you doing it at all? You know, some people don't do it ever. They don't do it at all. They don't do nothing, right? So overall in the big picture, are you doing it? And that's where it lies. You always want to be have positive energy around you, and you want good people around you. You always want to feel good, right? And it is going to take those losses. It is going to take overcoming adversity to get you to where you want to be. So don't take losses as a huge pain, because it is. Take it as a learning experiences. You either win or you learn. It just it's that easy. Long term. Always remind yourself of that. Long term. So that's what it is for my video. I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully I provided some value. This is some things that I deal with every single day, and it's not easy. There's so much competition out there. So get good. Practice every single day, or you're going to fall behind. All right, bye.